responded whether he, was interested in doing it?
Man, you would know better than I would.
Okay. No, well, we reached out to him.
Nah, he ignores me. He doesn't want to talk to me. Do I need to wear a mask since we're outside, or just you guys wearing a mask?
I mean, since we're far back, I'm actually going to lower mine.
Okay, cool. You bet, you bet. Let me stand right over here. Let's make sure that get a good thing going on here. Let's see. All right, I'm ready when you guys are.
All right, so first off, would you say and spell your first and last name first, please?
Yeah, RyanDerks.
Okay, and your title?
Ryan Derks, I guess candidate for U.S. Congress against Emmanuel Cleaver for here in Missouri's 5th District, which is Kansas City, all the way 2 hours east, all the way to Arrow Rock, and up in Ray County, up north.
Okay, and one of the reasons why we reached out to you is regarding having the debate at a local barbershop.
Yeah, you bet.
Why did you initiate that, and why do you think that it would be a good idea to have it at a barbershop venue?
Well, I mean, let's talk about a debate. Why are we not having a debate? I've been the candidate for 2 months, and this is the first time I've ever heard of KCTV5 even calling into my campaign. I think that's pretty important in a democratic republic system that everybody in the city... voting started a week ago, and not one single news station, including KCTV5, has reached out to us. I think the voters might want to hear what different ideas. Because come November, it's going to be Ryan Derks or Emmanuel Cleaver. People are casting their ballots right now with having no idea that there's 2 options. You know that? Okay. And so I think it's wildly important that everybody in Kansas City right now hears what options they have. Because if you look right behind me, Mr. Cameraman, please get a really good shot of this. This is the normal, man. This is life every day for thousands of people here in Kansas City. I think that's a pretty damn important reason why we should be having open debates.
Now, why do you think it should be in a barbershop setting per se? Because I mean, that's different than a lot of the venues that debates normally are taking place. Why do you feel that it's important in a barbershop venue?
Why it's important to have a barbershop debate? Ask the barbers. What did they tell you?
Well, I spoke to them. I'm just asking you.
My answer is the same reason they said.
Well, go ahead. I want to hear.
They want change. They want change, man. Right now, Mr. Cleaver's had 15 years to do anything, and this is the best he can do right here. And I've spent more time in these barbershops in the last couple months than most people have ever spent in a barbershop. And I keep hearing the same story over and over again. Schools are terrible. Gun crime is the only record being broken in the black community. Job opportunities, they're not here. And look at this, 10,000 of these. 10,000 of these, man. These aren't out in Lee Summit. These aren't on Ward Parkway. These are all in the predominantly black community. So when I'm talking to them, this was their idea. I heard the idea of, hey, we need to have a debate. And then I heard, you learn things about the civil rights movement of the 50s and 60s and how important the barber shops and salons were. They came up with the idea. I simply said, hey, if you guys want to do it, it needs to look like this. Boom, bam, here it is.
Now let me ask you, where does it stand having a debate at? Well, it seems like 18OV.
Yeah.
It seems like one of the prime locations. Where does it stand? Have you heard back and forth between?
I've already accepted. I'll debate 3-4 times there if Mr. Cleaver has the courage to come out 3 and 4 times to debate and convince the city why he should have a 16th year up in D.C. I don't know. Do you have any idea? Has he said yes to a debate yet?
I reached out to him.
Okay. Well, yeah. No, I don't know where he stands on that. Like I said, I've gladly accepted. I'm happy to get an open dialogue. And I'll tell you, after we have that first debate, the second debate's going to be right here in front of these abandoned homes. Look how beautiful these homes are. Our second debate will be right here on these steps of these homes, and then he can lay out an idea of how he's going to fix this.
Let me ask you, when you stand out here,
yeah,
what runs through your mind when you're looking around? What runs through your mind?
You know what runs through my mind is that this city was an amazing city, a lot of awesome blue-collar jobs, comfortable lifestyles, happy people, black and white. Everybody thought they had opportunity. And what runs through my mind is that there's an abandoned house there, an abandoned house there, an abandoned house right over there, an abandoned house here, here, and here. And Emmanuel Cleaver's had a lifetime of Kansas City to fix that. You know, I hear good stories about when he was the mayor, and I understand that, but he's had 15 years to... What's going on? That's what I think. My heart breaks. My heart breaks that this city is crumbling. It's not going sideways, man. It's going down. That's what goes through my mind.
Well, that's pretty much what I wanted to ask you. I mean,
okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, you bet. I'm happy to do it.
You guys stay there for just a second.
Yeah, you bet.
Just out of both of you guys talking.
All right, cool.
Yeah, I saw your video, and that's why I was curious if this was one of the locations
Yeah.
you were at. One of these houses looks actually very familiar.
Yeah, it was this one right here.
Oh, okay.
And that's how I knew Suleiman. Suleiman, he's got Suleiman and his buddy hang out here a lot. Yes. All right. Well, that's what that is. But yeah, you know what? I don't want to do an interview down on the plaza. I don't want to interview down at Westport or somewhere really nice. I want to be right here where things are the hardest. Because man, I'm sick and tired of this. I don't care if it's Democrat or Republican. It's all right. Sir, can I ask you what you think about these abandoned houses? Yeah.
Put that shit on camera, bitch. Yeah, fuck you.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Why didn't you even ask what we're doing a story about? Well, you'd be surprised, sir. You'd be surprised.
See, man? That's not what it used to be like. That guy's got no hope. That guy doesn't care what's going on. He doesn't trust anyone, and why should he? The black community in Kansas City has been completely abandoned. And people, I hate this because I don't want this, man. And people say like, oh, here comes a white Republican. Here comes a white Republican. He's just coming from the suburbs to tell us the situation. Like, man, I've lived down in Kansas City now. Grew up in the suburbs, sure, but big deal. Like, I don't see this as a black versus white. That guy's an American. I'm just tired of it, man. It's so anyway, that's why we put this. I think that's why the barbers want to see this debate.
Now, you guys have 0 debates scheduled between you and Cleaver?
Bro, I will debate that guy every single day between now and November. But he won't come out of his retirement home and debate. And I've got a very close friend who actually spoke with his campaign manager. And his campaign manager tried to convince my friend, no, that's not something we really do. We don't usually do debates. Why do you think he would say that? And you don't have to answer because I know that you want to be neutral for the news and all that, but just take that one and think of why would he not want to debate? I mean, if he's got the best ideas, if he's the best man for the job, I just thought that's how this goes in a democratic republic type of country. So,
No, I appreciate you coming on out.
yeah. Well, again, you know what? I'll shake your hand because
All right.
in 7 or 8 months of a campaign, you're the only person who's come out. You know that? Do you think that's you think that's weird though? Like really? You think that's weird that there's 2 candidates for U.S. Congress? Fox 4 shows their bias every day. 9 News doesn't return any of our info. What's the other one? 41 halfway does. Don't you think that's important though? People should know. I think it is. But anyhow, you need me for any more? I got about 15 people knocking doors a few blocks over, so I want to go join them and knock doors. What's that?
I'm gonna take a little microphone back.
You bet, buddy.
You forget you're wearing that.
Yes.
Where are you guys knocking? Where is it?
I need to call my number 2 and ask exactly what street there are, but
Okay.
every single day for the last 4 weeks, we've been right down here, door to door to door, every day for the next 4 weeks, door to door to door. We're not going to be out in the suburbs. We're not going to be out. We're going right down here because, like I said, these are American citizens and they've been completely ignored by the system, treated like baby boy by the federal government. And I'm telling you, man, they're sick and tired of it. They can see right through the lies. So, yeah, I'm not sure exactly where all my door knocking team is, but I'm about to go join them right now.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Fellas,
very
until
much.
next time.
All right.
Take care, dudes.
All right, thank
Good night, guys. Hey, when will this air?
This will air. You should be on at 5. Barbers are going to be on at 6.
Okay, we'll be on at 5 o'clock tonight on KCTV5.
Yep.
See you guys. Thanks. All right, guys. KCTV5 at 5 o'clock. Check it out.